We do got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price. Best up the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture. Holy Ghost, get the ushers. No, I can't.
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's a special Saturday night edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Dallas Cowboys taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. But I watch some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
1st and 10.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
The 49-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he stopped immediately there.
Ezekiel Elliott.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it, because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive.
Now we get our first peek at the Ravens offense, and at the helm, of course, the most valuable player of the NFL in 2019, Lamar Jackson.
And to me, he's one of the two most difficult guys in the league to game plan for in the NFL, and I add Patrick Mahomes in that category. But just about every team we talk to getting ready for Lamar Jackson says the exact same thing. We've got to slow him down running the football, yet no one's been able to really do it consistently. Now, the most impressive thing about his game to me, how he's developed as both a passer and a leader. His team believes in him.
Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, in on the stop there.
Brings up second.
On second down, it's Ingram. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Mark Ingram.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He uncorks it for Snead, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
He better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Steps away to his left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all it does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
on second down, Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
To Mark Andrews.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
To Marquise Brown.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season. The future, bright. Escaping the pressure, right. And now he's going to use his legs. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
At their own 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Prescott to the rookie Lamb. First down, Cowboys. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff. I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A give to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. from the red zone now. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Throwing. Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Goal to go.
Here's Prescott. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, feel the last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Now Elliott. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
Justin Tucker.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he goes down. Ravens able to get to him.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for him. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
10 at their own 37.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost... It's a tendency breaker.
And now the third-year man out of Rutgers, it's Gus Edwards. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They run once more with Edwards. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Gus Edwards.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Third down, here's Edwards. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
He's got exactly what you're looking for. The ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Randy Gregory and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
See how they respond now. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That's good. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Pollard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Got a man, it's Brown. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Options galore here, second and a few inches. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Lining up for the point after.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Chris Moore returning it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2nd and 10, once again, Griffin. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll go down as a loss of 8. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Buying time to his left. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
And it's
off of play action. It's McSorley rolling to his right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Griffin now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Looking for the end zone. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So they have now gone for it on 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says go for it, you actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That's good.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
Number 20.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been very far. This is 3rd and 8. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. It's Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Anthony Averett picks it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
A toss running left. It's Edwards. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That's complete to Turner. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Noah Brown, the Ohio State man, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Dalton here from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Dalton's pass.
You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Baltimore.
Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Griffins pass.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Dalton down to a knee, and that'll be all she wrote. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close win like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon.